Hello, it's Medge for the M Show, where you find tips and tools to feel better. We did a show with Carlee, and we just thought that we want to do a short with a few information that Carlee want to share with you.
Mm.
So we talk about suicide, and we talk about those who stay after suicide. And as you know, Carlee, I've been through this phase in her life. That's why she's doing what she does today.
hmm Yeah. So we were talking, in between in between hitting record for the show about uh, some experience with this and someone who's taken their life and the person that's left behind. And um, we were talking about how, this woman that's been left behind has been really struggling with like the sadness and the depression of losing this person in her life. And um, Medge was mentioning that, the next iteration of talking with this woman was anger. Angry, just, they should have done this or they could have done that. And, all this,
And they
all
left
of
me
these,
behind. They left me behind. They
yes,
didn't like me enough. They didn't love me enough. They left.
yes,
They took their lives. They left. And it's
yeah,
okay. All the feelings, sadness, depression,
anger, hmm
you cry.
all of
And
it.
after you are angry. Yes, you are angry because you are at the
Yeah,
point where, and it's so good because, and you will never hear me say it's so good to be angry, because I believe really it's not a good feeling to have, not a good emotion to carry around. However, if you have to pass through this phase in order for you to heal, in order for you to grieve, in order for you to feel better, it's
yes,
okay. It's
yeah.
okay.
So we were talking about exactly that this friend moved into anger. And I said, I know this is weird to say, but I'm really happy for this woman because when we're sad and we're depressed and we feel hopeless, we feel completely powerless, we feel completely out of control. And then the next best thought, if the next best feeling is anger, wow, like how empowering is that? Because anger is the feeling of of action. It puts fire under our rear ends to do something.
Yeah.
It gives us motivation. It gives us, that momentum. And so it's a hell of a lot better than not wanting to get out of bed. And so in that sense, I'm like, wow, this woman is incredibly strong. She's progressing. And it's not that she's going to stay there because I don't see that for her because she's gaining momentum, but it's just the natural way of moving into something that feels better. There's depression and sadness, and then there's anger, and then there's, maybe there's resentment is a little bit better than anger, and then right
Yeah.
then there's neutrality. That there's a range of emotions that we can go through step by step, bit by bit, so that we get to that place where we feel that inner freedom. But instead of judging ourselves or judging other people in their grief or in their struggles when they're switching from depression to anger, we can celebrate them because anger is a lot better. It's way more empowering. And I think a lot of us get shut down by people because it's uncomfortable to be around someone who's angry. It can be scary. It can feel scary. But
And
I think what a lot of people don't.
we can just
Yeah,
listen to them. And
yeah,
it's sometimes difficult, but we can just listen to them. Listen to them and just create this safe place for them to express themselves, because it's not
yes.
easy for them to talk about someone
Mhm.
taking their life, someone they love taking their life, and even talking about what they feel right now about it.
Yeah. Being a safe space to land. And that's again, like why safe conversations is so important. Learning the tools so that you know how to be a holder for those feelings in a safe way, in a way that doesn't destroy you and make you feel like you can't handle it, but also so it protects you and it also holds space for them. So that we don't shame Because what happens often is we'll accidentally shame someone else, or we'll shame ourselves. I shouldn't feel angry. So then we go right back to depression. And so instead, creating safe space to be angry, to feel the feelings, and then move through them and transcend from them and get to the next best feeling and the next best thought. Because that's
Absolutely.
the power of having that safe space to be heard.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Carlee. So I want to say, come to the M show to listen, to hear some tips, tools to feel better, tips, tools to handle your struggle better, handle daily life struggle better. It's important. We are here for you, Carlee Myers and me. Every 2 weeks, we are having a conversation. So follow us on YouTube, and we are also on Facebook, and we will be very happy to answer. Write your question, write your comment. If you want us to talk about something special about mental health, we will do it with great pleasure to help you. Have a beautiful day. Thank you again, Carlee, and we will
Thank
speak soon.
you.
Bye-bye.